Hi Tanya, welcome. Good to see you in person again. And I'm very happy
Thank you.
to host you today and looking forward to an amazing conversation.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Tanya is a maths educator. Those of you who are watching me for the first time, I am Ranjini Sanjay. I'm a business coach, and Tanya is my first guest who is a maths educator. Though I have interviewed more than 50 people around the world, and so you have a special place now. Okay. Tanya, quickly introduce yourself. Where are you joining? What do you do? What are your educational qualifications, your background? Share whatever can help people to get to know you.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Hello, everyone. I'm Tania Cardozo, and I am a maths coach. I am from Goa, from the village Kuttorim, and I have developed a passion for mathematics right from my early age. I hold a bachelor's degree in science, that is in mathematics and geography, but major mathematics. Also, I have bachelor's degree in education where my maths and science were my pedagogy subjects. Over a period of 1 year, I have worked with two schools teaching high school maths. And I worked with different students, that is diverse group of students. And over 3 years of experience, concurrently and continuing till day, I have coached students in maths, that is personalized coaching, that is one to one, as well as group coaching in mathematics. Now, apart from this professional life of mine, if I talk about my personal life, I like to capture moments of nature, especially to capture images of butterflies. And also, I like to document their metamorphosis. So I was lucky enough to get some images and videos of their life cycle, so different parts. And yes, over time, as uh, I'd been doing my BEd, that is Bachelor's in Education. So a project led me to this curiosity to learn about butterflies. So
Wow.
I have like documented a few parts of the life cycle. So a few parts are remaining. If I'm fortunate enough, even those will be documented. And it was the butterfly, that is the red parrot. So the life cycle right from the egg till the butterfly had matured. So all those parts I had documented. Apart from this, I have developed a habit of reading. When I was in school, I never liked reading. But then when we had to do our BEd, we had to read a lot so that we can give our students a lot from our side. So from then I started reading. So these activities give me immense joy and inspiration. So this is me.
Wonderful. That's why no wonder you have a butterfly on your logo. You're
Yes,
doing a PhD with butterflies. That's amazing.
correct.
Yeah, that showcases the little child in you, which is curious and exploring life and transformation. That's beautiful. So
Thank you,
moving
ma'am.
on, Tanya, I want to ask you another question. That is, why teaching? No, often, as I would say, the current generation. No, often we are conditioned to high-paying jobs and highly powerful labels to own. Because I personally have this experience of when I chose to be a faculty in an institute when I completed my engineering, people would laugh at me. And no, I remember my brother also telling me, you could have been a kindergarten teacher. No? Why did you do engineering? I think it came to me as a shock, like considering culturally we consider gurus like highly respected and highly no we have a lot of regards and love for gurus and parents and teachers, but why this profession is not the most sought after profession. So That made me think, and eventually I'm here to make a difference in this area, how people really look at, educators, because I am here as a business coach, helping them, giving both power of income and impact. So tell me, what's your story of becoming a teacher?
Yes. As I had told in the beginning, I had developed a passion for mathematics right at an early age. When I was small, I remember, so around when I was in grade six. So because before that, it was all basic operations and maths, but the real things, like the different things that we encountered, is like mostly in grade six. You get introduced to new topics.
Yeah.
So in school, what was happening is like teachers used to give us homework, but then there were some questions which were not. But I was curious to know the answer, and I still have students who are curious like that. So they would ask me like, "This is not given for homework, but I want to know how it is." So same way I would do. Uh, I would try solving them, and I would also check my answers. The textbook always gives us answers at the back, though the working
Yes.
is not shown, but they give us a final answer. But sometimes I would get the answer, but I wanted to know why, how, even if I
Hmm.
solved it, how it came like that.
Hmm.
So these questions, I would go and trouble my two neighbors. One would be my cousin, and one is my another neighbor. So it happened that when I was working with fractions, that time it was not clear in my mind that a whole number, it can be actually written as a fraction with denominator 1. That was not clear. So the method that a teacher taught us in school, that was working with other fractions. But when there was one fraction which was a whole number, it didn't give me this answer correct. So what I would see is my cousin, she was a commerce student, and I would see her working with numbers. So she had her accounts book. I don't know what subject was. I don't remember much, but I would see her doing calculations on a big book. She had some 4 digit, 5 digit numbers, and she used to calculate. So at that time, what came to my mind is to go and ask her. So what I did is I went with my book, I asked her, and she pointed out my mistake, that it is the whole number. So she explained me that it was a whole number which has a denominator as 1, and then only we can proceed. So I was not proceeding that way. So that day I realized how a fraction is to be solved, that is when it comes to a whole number. So the curiosity made me ask people, so asked my cousin that how to go about. So yes, once that was clear in mind, I always trouble them whether for word problems or whatever it was there, whether the homework was given or not, I would ask them. So I would ask people to just confirm. Also in school, I got really good teachers in school. No matter from primary till my B.Ed, I got all good teachers. Was very fortunate enough. So there are different methods. I think I have picked something or the other from each one of them. So yes, in school also, like we had I used to teach my classmates. So whenever they had any doubts, when they asked me, I used to explain them. So I also used to become happy when they could get it, because it is said you get it when you get it.
Yeah.
So till they yes.
Yes.
So this continued even in my grade 11, grade 12. I had my friends asking me, and then they told their classmates in other when they were learning in other high secondaries. So that friend of mine told that Tanya explained me this. So they were like, please tell her to explain us also, because we are like on average, we don't know whether we will sink or we will rise. So that was their thing. And then for approximate, I think 3 to 4 days continuous, I just taught them the meta that was there for the exam. And luckily, all those people, like they were all together, 6 people, I think 5, they all cleared. So they were very happy with that. Yes, I met them actually. So they were thankful to me that, and I really liked this. So it was these small teachings that led me to this. And I started my first coaching. That is, I started in 2015. That is when I just enrolled myself for my BSc. So in that, I had that time I had taken all subjects. So they were students of different grades, and it was all subjects. So what happened is, because of those all subjects, and I was also going to college, it was becoming little difficult to handle. So my mother would assist me for that. So till I come from college, and I would take maths at that time. So that 1 year went like that. So I didn't wanted to repeat it, like asking her to do the remaining subjects, though she helped me. And yes, so the next year, that is in 2016 to 17, I gave home tuitions to two students from the
Wow.
time that I was living. Yes. And then in 2018 to 19, I had one student of 10 standard. She was approached to me by one of my teachers, and yes, initially she was very weak. The basics were very low. It was really low. So um, getting her cleared her board exam was another plus point for me, because it was really low. Like the first exam, it was like marks like one or two, so it increased. Yes, and I was very happy that in her board exam she cleared maths, and that time there was no standard and basics, it was just one maths for all.
Okay.
So yes, so then I took a break in 2019 to 2021. I did my B.Ed, and then I started with maths, just maths coaching itself, no other subjects. I started in 2021, soon as the pandemic part was over and schools had reopened. So this is me, and so the teaching that I used to do, and also to add to this, when I was studying, I would teach the walls, I would teach the chairs, I would make them my students, but I was learning in turn. So I would ask them, I would answer. So even that was there.
I can clearly see you someone in love with this subject, and so much passion to not just learn but to teach as well. Because I personally feel when you teach something, you master that subject. That's the best way to learn it. So I think you have it. You have been practicing from very young age, like you're learning, teaching. I think it's there with you. I think I can't differentiate the teacher and the learner from you. Beautiful.
Yes,
So,
that is,
considering, I know I can clearly say that you are passionate about this. Now, what are you bringing into your coaching methodology or your teaching methodology when you're working with your students now? And I saw you were gamifying the challenge that you did last month, and you have something else coming up. So, tell us about that, and what is that, how you different teaching methodology is, especially when it comes to mathematics for kids.
yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, as you said about the gamifying thing, that is my program that I conducted in the month of May, which is Maths Marvels. It was for students of age 10 to 12. So what I did is, there were some engaging videos sent, some tasks sent to the students, and in those tasks they were not like normal questions like they would get in their academics. So in those tasks they had actually to work. Their brains had to literally work hard, because there were puzzles for them, brain teasers for them. And what I did is, there were some answers very quick. That is, there was a time limit given to them, but some students would just finish in 2 hours or so. So then and there, I thought of sending them some links to games that are present online, and they really enjoyed the games. I really got a good feedback regarding the games. So
Yeah.
yeah, so when mostly students, they enjoy when there is an activity involved. So if it is just what is that? Just working, just solving problems, then
Yeah.
they find it boring. So in between, there were some games for them. So I had asked one parent told me that the child finds maths boring. So what I did is, I sent them a link of the same game and plus another game, and I, because the child was not ready to go even for the worksheet, so I asked the parent to tell him to try the games. So he tried the games and he enjoyed playing them. So there were maths questions where you answer the question, you go to the next level. So he
Yes.
enjoyed that. So, so that is one thing. Secondly, what I would say is regarding coaching.
Hmm.
I first of all, what I do is there are different ways a problem can be solved. So I
Definitely.
give it to the students. I put forth all the different ways I can, so that students can choose the best method they want. Sometimes what happens is my methods don't work for them, so
Yes.
they tell me that I can't understand, it's going above my head. So that time I think about another. Some students, what they do is they go on the internet, they search for some methods. So I had one
Hmm.
student like that, and she came up with one query and said that she found another method to solve a problem.
Hmm.
Okay. So, but she didn't understand how to go about. She didn't understand, but it looked easier. So she asked me to go through it and see if you can explain it, if I could explain it to her. And go to see
Wow.
that method was really easy. So
Wonderful.
even now I suggest those methods to other students because they also find it easy. So it's like that. So strategies are there for word problems, especially the main strategy that I use for students is I would compare it first to one incident. Like, for example, we are going to a market, so we have
Hmm.
different shops in front of us, and we don't know what we are going to buy. So we are
Hmm.
lost. So for word problems, I always make them use the analytic synthetic method, which is called in math. So we have to know what we are asked first. Before
Hmm.
knowing what we are asked to find, we cannot proceed. Then only
Hmm.
so suppose say we are talking about a problem based on area. So we have to see what is asked, whether area is asked, whether length is asked, whether breadth is asked, and accordingly we proceed. So in this way, I help them to take word problems. Yes.
Wonderful. I can clearly see how you are helping the child because I have a 12-year-old, and I when I approach him teaching maths, then I also like understanding the problem is the first thing. What is
Correct.
asked, and then go on finding the solution. So you are lost if you're not having that clarity and you don't know what to do with the statement
Correct.
itself. So wonderful. So how what is the feedback of parents, like considering yes children are enjoying working with you, learning maths, so how about the parents, what they have to say?
Yes, ma'am. So in this Maths Marvels thing, we had a one-to-one session with the parents and the child.
Hmm.
So I gave a total feedback on their working. So how they had worked through all the 5 days of the maths challenge. So
Hmm.
they were really happy, and they themselves were helping their child to correct their mistakes when I was pointing out the mistakes that they had. So most of the answers were correct, but then there were some parts there would be errors. So the parent
Yeah.
also was involved. "Ah, see, it's multiplication. See this, see that." And then at the end of the session, the feedback was really good. They really liked the 5 days math challenge. Also, there was one student who asked me whether it's gonna be repeated the next summer. So one student is also waiting for that. And
Wonderful.
now, yes, and now in on June 10th, I'll be also conducting a similar
Hmm.
program, but it will be for age group 13 to 15. So, yes,
Yes. So those of you who are listening, she's coming up with another challenge for the 13 to 15 age group. And if you're listening to this, you can join her WhatsApp group. It will be dropped in the comment section or maybe in the description. You will find the link. So Tanya, I loved it. What you're doing, and I'm also I can see the parents responding, and you've been sharing the feedback. Now, moving on, like if at all somebody wants to reach out to you, which are the social media platforms or where we can find you? So where are you most active? How to reach you?
yes. I have my social media, that is accounts and LinkedIn. I have on Facebook and Instagram. Most of
Okay.
the educational matter that is there and is mostly on LinkedIn account. So you will find
Mhm.
all the details about me over there. And also I've posted some materials, educational materials that will help the children. And regarding updates about my services, what I offer, what's happening, I do it on all the social media that is on Facebook, Instagram, and on LinkedIn. Also, I parents can connect with me over WhatsApp, but they can join in the group of Maths Marvels, and then I can connect with them.
Wonderful, wonderful. So
Yeah.
this is amazing, Tanya, and I look forward for your success. You already grabbed two clients from your first challenge online, and happy to see you progress in this line of work. So, considering people listening to you, maybe parents or other educators, what is that message that you want to give it to them as a closing conversation? Closing
Yes,
this conversation.
yes. So as I said, whatever we want, you get it when you get it. So we have, yes. So we have to see that the child gets it. Now, how is it? What I would say is to the parents out there and the teach if there are teachers also watching, that is when the child has an interest, they'll either ask you a question why this is happening, why this is not happening, why plus, why minus, why multiply, why not divide. So if their why is cleared, then we can help how to, that is how you can get the answer. So
Wow.
these are the two things we need to focus on, because what will happen is with this the concepts, the maths concept will be clear in their mind. Some students have a fear of maths. There would be some incident in their lives that make them that it's not that they first or like in the initial stage only they had hate maths or something like that. It's sometimes the fear, it's sometimes the fear of marks getting reduced. So there are
Yes.
different kinds of fears that the child can go through, so we have to see that. So, my message to everyone out there would be that together we can change this perception of maths in students by helping them unlocking their potential, because every child can excel. They can excel in maths. Only thing, that interest. If they have interest, they'll ask you the why and the how. If they don't have interest, that means they won't ask you. So we have to bring in that interest. We have to develop that interest. So for that, we can do is we can help them play games with that revolves around maths. We can help them connect maths with real life, simple maths. We can just ask them about simple word problems, like if I go to the shop, so if I buy one Cadbury chocolate of 10 rupees, if I'm buying five, how much will be the cost? So these answers are quick. Even when I do this during my coaching, if they don't understand the word problem given to them, I connect them with this question about chocolates, and then I ask them to do that. So like this, small things in the everyday life, if we play with them with games that involve maths, it can arouse interest in them. So it is like maths can be uh, very enjoyable.
Yeah.
So yes. So what we can do is just help the child, just give them a little push. So just first of all, we as parents, as teachers, we have to show that we believe in them and they can. So once they are assured of that, then that interest also will increase, and then the why questions also will come, the how will come, and then eventually we will help them to get their career. So, what I would say to the audience is let's together inspire this new generation to see maths not as a hurdle, but as an opportunity to unlock their potential and achieve their dreams.
Wow, that is so, so, so powerful. Love it. And you have so many congratulation messages in the comment section. Maybe when you when we close this conversation, you can watch them and respond to them. There are live people who are watching this conversation. And thank you so much for staying back till
Thank you.
the end. And
Thank you.
I love it. I loved, and I know, like, no, recently when I was doing my retreat in Delhi, one of the expert, he made a very profound, learning to through his session to all our coaches and trainers in the room. Like, no, he always looked at he gave us this learning, like it's not the subject that we are teaching; it's the student and the need of the student. It is the student that we are making a difference. And I know you are also helping mentoring them, in the journey of learning, not just the maths part, it's the life they are no academics, that they are having a good grind in their life. So you're helping them cope up with the pressures and challenges as a mentor with the academic excellence. So looking forward, like many people take up this more as a, not as a subject, not just a subject, but about empowering students to clearly see the future they have when they work on their why, and maybe overcome the fears they have, because maths has there's a large group, they are so fearful about this subject. So
Yes.
as you rightly said, we all have that potential, and all need that teacher to tell us like you can do this, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And I loved it. I look forward to more conversations like this and sharing your success stories, your student success. And we'll meet again. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Sure. Yeah. Thank you,
Take
ma'am.
care.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much. Yeah.
much.
You too,
Good
ma'am.
night. Bye
Good
bye.
night, ma'am. Bye.